There's only one way to start off every brawl, and that, of course, is with a Dragon Sicilian. A Dragon Sicilian is where my money was made for a long time. And then I realized that money was dirty. It was dirty money. Because the dragon is no good. Don't play the dragon. If you're still playing the dragon, I recommend that you get out. Get out now. Now, can I take and then win some of my material back? I would love for there to be something nasty on this diagonal. But I don't see it, yeah? It's like, where is it? It's not there. There's nothing to it. Let's increase pressure on the B file maybe first. I'm not actually going to take that pawn, but although now that I think about it, if I take it and he plays rook A1, I have rook takes B2. What the bejesus? Let's go for it, right? I'm sort of just trusting in the dynamic tension of this position from the point that with the bishop on this diagonal, even if he takes with the knight, which I think would win a piece because if I take with the rook, he has an x-ray. So he takes with the knight, I take there, bishop takes. I have both rook takes c2 and knight takes e4 to consider. I'm winning 1.5 million pawns for the piece, and I might even win back the piece. He should take on a2, though, probably, and call my bluff because I'm going to get tactics here anyway. So he goes for it, and this is what I had calculated before I decided it was worth the risk. I think I'm getting plenty. I think I'm getting plenty for the piece here, right? I have 3 pawns. I'm threatening this. And if he moves the bishop, I take here with a double, triple attack, right? Self-assisted, right? A self-done triple play. Triple play. All right, we got Cools on 007, our first 1-1 of the day. Cools on, Cool Sun 007? Cools on. There's probably some psychological test, you know, like the ink blot, when you give someone a username that could be read like 7 different ways and see like what type of person reads it one way, because I feel like I never read a username correctly the first time. But who knows, maybe I'm reading it correctly and I just, you know. But I said Cools on 007. I think Cool Sun 007 makes more sense, right? All right, so what we're doing here is a Yugoslav attack just with the bishop on g5. You might think there's some sort of secret sauce to why I put the bishop on g5. No, I was just focused on the username discussion. That's all it was. And now I have to be a little bit careful about potential discoveries, so I will voluntarily... No, I won't. Do I want to call his bluff? Should I call his bluff? See what kind of tactics he comes up with? No, I'm not going to call his bluff. I'm going to back up. I don't want to back up because a5, now I'm already committed to playing a4. The moment you start moving pieces on the side of the board with your king, that helps their race get going because I'm not focused on the other side of the board. But I decided that I didn't want to allow... The threat was knight takes e4, everybody, hitting the bishop and knight on d4, and I didn't want to allow that. Some people in the chat are suggesting that maybe I've had a little bit too much coffee today. I was just getting criticism in my videos with Simon Williams and John that I seem depressed. People were like, Danny, what's wrong with you? I don't think I'm depressed. I think I just don't play strong players as often as I do in a Bullet Brawl, and I don't lose that often, right? So I think when you play stronger players, it's a little bit more difficult to keep a smile on your face all the time. But so I'm saying, you know, it's like I can't make you happy. Like some people think I'm talking too much trash and making too much fun of my opponents. Others think I'm depressed if I'm not doing it. So what happened in this dragon was Black just got a little... I don't know if he played rook e8 out of some nervous thought that my bishop on g5 was doing something special, but this is just a slow move, and it's unnecessary when... You know, most of the time, if you put the bishop on h8 after h6, meaning one of the things people think about when they play rook e8 is that they're trying to meet bishop h6 with bishop h8 because they don't want to lose the exchange. Does that make sense to everyone? So if I play bishop h6 and his rook's on e8, he can back up the bishop without me winning the exchange. The problem is that often the tactics are just as dangerous in those situations as they are when the dark squared bishop is lost via trade, right? I'll give you an example. Let's go to the end and say, what if my opponent had played takes here? Okay, for those who don't know, there's a just 100% forced mating net here, a very common pattern to know. I'll move this bishop out of the way. In fact, just to prove the point, I'll play some sort of crazy kamikaze move where he has to take the piece and the game is over. You ready? Bishop f8. This is a mating pattern you must dot to memory. I got a whole video series on checkmate patterns you must know. The point is they have, and then you take, you check, and whether they block with the knight or move the king, they resign because checkmate can't be stopped. Danny drops Mike. Okay? So the point is, saving the bishop doesn't necessarily prevent you from coming under serious fire anyway. And in this case, maybe my opponent's actually aware of that mating net or just sensed the danger, so he took with the f-pawn, but that, that didn't help very much because now I'm getting this bishop out with check, and the king is basically checkmated, right? You got to play e6 and to stop my bishops from getting jiggy with it. And there's a million things that can happen here. So I'm not a fan of going out of your way to prevent the common themes from your opponent and waste critical tempos when you should be developing an attack. But I've also already told you to quit the dragon. You know that they have a 12-step program for quitting the dragon? It starts with admitting that you have a problem. Okay? That's my advice to you there, buddy. Here we go. Next game. Next song. 1770, Jerry 1228. Is he from the year 1228, sent through time? Sent to the future to change the fate of one lucky Bullet Brawl player? Right? A sophisticated chess machine sent back through time to change the fate for one lucky lady. One lucky lady. A sophisticated chess robot sent back through time to change the fate. You're watching Sports Center, Lowe's, Let's Build Something Together, Home Depot. You can do it. We can help. Right? There's 1.5 million ways for me to win this right now. I don't even know which one I want to do. You can't open up your king like this. You just can't, buddy. I don't even know what's happening to you. I don't even know what's happening to you. You're doing so good. You were doing so good. You had so many chances. I believe in you, Peter. You're doing it, Peter. You're doing it. You believe. I believed in you. He's defending. He's defending well. Quite well, yeah? Slightly irritating here. He's defending quite well, actually. Chekaruski. Oh wait, I shouldn't have traded there. I should have just saved my a-pawn. Now I gotta go win this equal ending. But I'm gonna do that via pre-moving. Pre-moving my way to a victory here. Let's get somebody to lose on time, right? Get somebody to lose on time. You can do it. We can help. The Home Depot. Let's build something together. Oh, he panics. He pushes the panic button. Am I gonna... Oh, wait, I'm gonna lose on time here. Boom. Hashtag didn't lose on time. Hashtag Jerry1228 gave me a scare. Hashtag it still ended in checkmate. Hashtag flag for unnecessary use of hashtags. Jerry, well done, sir. Especially from a dragon where you were completely lost out of the opening. In the Nine Castles long line, you can do this, but if you're going to take there, you pretty much have to take right away. C4 was like a shot out of nowhere. I was like, what? Right? Now, maybe bishop f5 is even too slow, but I just had this like fantasy of checkmating you with the two bishops. But what if I just play rook to b8? You know, with similar intentions. If I can induce yet another pawn move and then develop the bishop, something like this, I guess, and then maybe actually keep the queens on the board. The point is, you just, these situations, especially in Blitz and Bullet, are just so much harder to play for white anyway, even if the material is loved by the computer for a little bit. Your king is under constant pressure. There is a theoretical line that goes like this. You take here, and after queen to c7, you can't take here because this line is okay for black. You play queen to c5, queen to b8 or b7, and you can play either queen a3 or b3. So there is a theoretical approach that involves gobbling up that d-pawn and then trying to defend the king side. It's not even played really at the high levels as much anymore because I think white gets just as much of a positional edge by playing the bishop d4 line, 12 bishop d4 instead of 12 knight takes d5. So I would suggest spending some time looking into that, honestly, versus these lines here. And certainly with what happened in the game, what happened here. So I went for this endgame. You know, maybe I should just keep the queens on the board, as I'm saying, and that probably is going to lead to much more aggressive attacking chances for me. But I decided, I'm going off memory here because I'm doing the analysis, but yeah, I'm pretty sure this is what happened. Looks like what happened. Ugh. And now I probably started misplaying it. I mean, you're looking at a pretty big advantage here with white's king side undeveloped. What was I doing? Probably I should have taken here and just like gone after gobbling up the pawns before he got developed. I tried to get the rook down, but I didn't get anything. I just realized that I have a massive headache. Like it just hit me like a ton of bricks. Oh, there you go. Okay. More people. Let's do it. No pray. Or is it nope re? No pray? Nope re. He's a Kylo Ren fan? I don't know. Alright. Yes, please. Oh, I really do. Suddenly, I have a massive headache. I'm having a migraine on air. Let's develop like a traditional Nimzo Indian tells us to. Now let's get jiggy with it. Put pressure on that pony. Taking advantage of the absence of the dark square bishop over here. The tactics you're seeing are not being found over the board right now for the first time. Played this way before, I have. Spoken this way did Yoda. So the issue is that the dark square bishop development is much more traditionally effective in like a QGD structure. I'll talk to you about why, giving you guys bigger picture thinking here. Going forward in this manner is not the best. Now, he didn't play it the best. He had a better move than castles long, but he did have a better move than castles long, but it's still a really valuable lesson. Now, how am I just going to checkmate him? Like, what? Right? Like, say, what? Let's figure out a way to get in. All right, I'm just going to take the exchange. I'm going to settle. I'm a settler. That's why I have Dish Network. DirecTV should be a sponsor of ours. No, son, we're settlers. All right, so what happened there? How did it all come undone for no prey? Not that bishop g5 isn't a move. It is a line in the Nimzo, but unfortunately for most players playing it under the level of like 1900, it's not because they know the line and the little tricks, but because they're trying to play it like a Queen's Gambit. Now, if you guys notice, I'm probably giving you some real valuable stuff here. If those of you who've been here the whole time and saw my evaluation of the other game where we talked about the advantage of knight f3, and then after b6, then going back into the Nimzo on bishop b4, playing bishop g5. What could possibly be the reason for that? I'm about to feed you, baby birds. The reason for that is that in this line of the Nimzo, as you see, I didn't play b6. Okay? I played immediately c5, which is aggressively planning to take advantage of the lack of a dark square bishop over here, a key bishop for defending tactics. So one of the reasons why even at the so I'm saying bishop g5 is a way to play, but even at the high levels, those who want to play that still play it via either the knight f3 move order here, or the other transposition I said from earlier in the show, knight f3 like in a Queen's India move order, only transposing into this line later. The reason is that if you can induce me to play b6, which is typically a more effective move against like the Rubinstein knight f3, I lose all my tactics of bringing the queen out to a5. So the move order has an effective point to prevent black from getting his best setup, right? And the best setup for me is going to be one that takes advantage of the weak dark squares because this bishop has left them behind. So what happened in this game? He didn't play a move order that induced b6. By committing right away, I played c5. And I threw an h6 for good measure because if he takes here, I take, and I've just won the bishop pair. Maybe I'm actually already in a position where I could have played queen a5, but I decided, hey, what the bejeez. Played h6 and knight c6 first, only then playing queen a5. Really, I'm not losing. You know, you might argue if I'm really going to concretely punish the absence of the bishop, I should do this immediately. But because you're going to see that white does have some better ways to play it than he did, it's not like I'm guaranteeing victory if I get queen a5 anyway. So I wanted to just develop here first and then play queen a5. Plus, h6 does have some good intermezzo advantages in that the fact that I played this move already means in some critical positions I can also play g5. For example, after he played queen c2, another move I could have played here is not just knight e4 right away, but g5 immediately, and then knight e4. With similar tactics to the fact that white can't take here without allowing bishop takes c3 and Bob's your uncle, right? Real problems, little China. Winning the rook. So was castle's long his best? No, he should just play rook to c1 and submit to being like kind of positionally worse. I'll go for this. Something like this might happen where, you know, I've achieved really early pressure on the queen side, kind of taking advantage of this move order. And in a lot of positions, black might even still play g5 here, and go up for the bishop here. It's, you know, it's complex. Black is just equal and it's dynamic. So we're not saying or guaranteeing a loss for white like it happened in the game just because he played this mistake of playing bishop to g5 and let me get these developing moves on the queen side. But it's just a good lesson as far as thinking about how you develop your pieces and why. The next level to chess is not just developing your pieces because you do it. You develop plans, and pieces come along for the ride. But plans really has to be the way you approach chess, not just let me get my pieces out and get castled, and then I'll figure out what to do next. Right? All right, here we go. Word, who we got? We got M Mahi. M Mahi? M-A. Like Timmy. Timma. Okay. You guys are going to have to pay attention in the Bullet Brawl today, okay? Going to have to decline Legend Master Bahu because he challenged me to unrated. Going to have to decline Averman because he challenged me to 5-0. Gonna both be honest. If I'm gonna go on a challenging spree, I should probably show you guys what I'm doing, right? Just to be polite here. Okay, Averman 101. He did re-challenge me to a proper bullet game, but let's decline some of these bad challenges, shall we? 5-0 declined. 10-0 declined. What else we got? We got to go way back here. 3-0 declined. Declined. Okay, so we got a lot of people on the list. If you saw your username there, buckle up because I may get to you before the day is through. But let's take on Legendary Master Baloo. As he did fix his mistake and re-challenge me to a 1-0 game. Ooh, we have a modern. Okay. Develop his knight a little too early. Okay. I'm going to get castled here. I'm up a piece. Okay. Okay. It's easy, okay. Step 1, instead of bleep, say bleep, because bleep is bleep, 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 bleep. Step 2, instead of bleep, say bleep. Because Bic is Latin for generosity. Step 4, don't say bleep anymore, because bleep is the worst word that you can say. So instead, just use the word okay. You don't have to spend your life addicted. I'm singing the whole song here. For the young kids who actually have no idea what I'm talking about, give your parents a thumbs up. That means they haven't succumbed to letting you see South Park the movie yet. Good for you, parents. For those young kids who are under the age of 13 and know what I'm talking about, shame on your parents. For anybody who's in my generation, you know, somewhere between 25 and 35, my generation, first of all, I love you. Talking about my generation. I love my generation. But you also know the movie I'm talking about, so you don't need me to tell you what I'm talking about. You don't have to spend your life addicted to chess. Homeless on the streets playing chess for money. Seriously, homeless on the streets playing chess for money. Let's just go get a pawn. A pawn. Take the pawn. You've lost. You just don't know it yet. Take the pawn. Check. Checkmate. You don't have to spend your life addicted to chess. Ooh, that is a mating net if I have ever seen one. How am I going to mate him here? It's going to get real. It's going to get real, real nice. No stalemate. Ha ha ha. LOL. LOL. Oh my god, I'm going to lose on time. What's going on? I forgot about my time here. I almost lost on time. I didn't even realize I had 2 seconds. I was too lost in my impressions of Mr. Garrison. Whoa. No wonder Legend Master Baloo was playing on. You got to catch Danny sleeping at the wheel, man. I was sleeping at the wheel there. What's wrong with me? Anyway, we had a modern with knight out to f6. I think I just started zoning out here. I won a piece, and I was like, I phoned it in. From here on out, I phoned it in, right? Give me a jingle. Catch you on the jangle. I totally phoned it in. No real effort made. And then I'm like, double, triple pawns. Yes, please, right? Sign me up. Like, how am I going to expose the light squares? Just like this. So it just felt like this was on autopilot, and I wasn't thinking. And then all of a sudden, I look down at the clock. Let's look at the move, the timestamps. I love our new feature that it shows you the timestamps you took on every move. So let's see. I was right there with him, 18 seconds, and then I just... Look at that. What was I doing there? Taking 4 seconds on c4? Hello, McFly. Right? What was I doing? So that's where I really got down. And then I'm still like, I was just blissfully unaware of the fact. I thought it was just over. And I had 3 seconds to his 6 seconds here. Holy shenanigans. I'm just glad I woke up and smelt the coffee. For the record, I was going to win this by checkmate even before flagging. Because you have that mating pattern in Bullet where you get the queen, you bring the queen to h6, and then rook down, queen down, it's over. You can just pre-move it out. Nothing like knowing your mating net so well you can pre-move them out. Anyway, how's everybody doing today? Got a lot of people, a lot of tweeters too. Sorry I've been ignoring you. Irish Davy, you tweeted at me, homie. There you go. Way to go, boy. Way to tweet at me, Irish Davy. You got your game, sir. Come on, Irish Davy. Dude, I just gave you a game, brother. What's wrong with you? All right, let's take on Chess 808 KPM. PKM. Let's learn to read. Chill. Yeah? What's going on, man? You ready? What are you trying to do? Just trick me into playing another game? All right, you win. Bullet simul. Bullet simul shall commence. Unless he just lets it abort. Oh no, look at that. He was tricking me. That's sly dog. Respect, homie. You tricked me into playing the bullet simul. And it still isn't working to auto switch. Phenomenal. I'm going to lose both of these games. It's easy, MK. It's easy, MK. It's easy, MK. Play a bullet simul today. It's easy, MK. Oh. Oh, I hate that this is not fixed yet. I hate that this is not fixed yet. I'm going to lose because it doesn't switch automatically. Do you know how much time I'm losing by having to... I hate losing. I seriously hate losing. I hate it more than anything. No, stop it. I'm like pre-moving on one board and it's making it on the other board. This is insanity. I can't do this. I can't do this anymore. I'm tired. I'm tired of going up the down staircase, everybody. I'm totally winning this game, but... Oh, I won? That was real. That was real frustration. Matt, you gotta make this bullet. I'm blaming you right now, Matt. Totally blame you that this bug is not fixed at this point. You can't even click properly. New bug, by the way. It shows it permanently as yellow even if you click off. Like on the simul, like chess 808 PKM is yellow right now, and the other game isn't, but it doesn't matter what you click to. It's just like stuck. Anyway, we're working on our simul interface. As you can tell, I'm not happy about what just happened. Not just because of the lost rating points, but because chess 808 PKM, who ended up losing his game, Poetic Justice, tricked me into playing a bullet simul. So that was frustrating. Not happening anymore. Not playing bullet simuls anymore. That was one of the most frustrating experiences of my life because I almost came back and won that. Not happy. Not happy. There's only one way to play chess when you're not happy. Let's go look for a title player. Let's do it. Let's get one title player matchup here before the day is through. Uno title player matchup. Oh no, not title player, but Grandimas, best of 5. As long as he accepts the rematch. Get some of my rating points back. That's the point. Some of my rating points lost from that bullet simul experience. Get some gummies out. Don't mess around. Don't leave a single gummy in there. Welch's Fruit Snacks, officially a sponsor of the Bullet Brawl. Okay, well that was awkward. We'll try to repeat that. We'll go fishing for somebody else. Grandimas apparently not interested. Man, who did I just lose to again? I probably like could have won too if I wasn't so panicked. I had a few seconds apparently, and I went to the end game, which was the worst possible decision. So, all right, Andro 2, another non-title player, but he's in it to win it. Let's see what we get here. Okay, we're gonna get a transposition into some sort of Smith-Morra. No, we're headed into a Scheveningen / Neidorf structure. Sheva. I'm not going to try to say that anymore. Let's do it. Let's see how to go for this one here. You don't have to spend your life addicted to chess. Do. Now play e5. As soon as f4 is committed, then play e5. Because you get to open up these dark squares like so. And now we sack the exchange. It feels good, Hollywood. Let's just put a rook on e8 first, because I don't know that that exchange sack is going anywhere. Let's sack now and go for the pawn on e4. Just leave the double pawns. Don't even care. Don't even care. Hashtag not your business. That's a check. That's a check, and that's a queen that I will take like I mean it. I have to be a little careful here, huh? Apparently. Although the other thing is it's 1-1, huh? So I've got some time to figure out how I want to deal with this. I'm a little irritated by the fact that I don't seem to have any obvious moves here because of f7 hanging. I guess I need to bring this bishop back. Kind of an awkward move to have to play. But I don't want to remove the bishop from the diagonal, but I want to guard f7 so I can move my pony. I'm torn. Right? I was torn. We'll defend the bishop the old-fashioned way. Vista king. Ja, Gustav, we want to defend this with the king, yeah? And now we want a sandwich with some goulash. Yeah. What is he doing with that? What's he trying to do? Get my queen off of the 6th rank? I don't even know. Let's offer a trade. Offer a trade. What? How does that work? I don't even know how that works. Because it ain't happening. The bee's knees. Let's see if he's into the best of 5 thing. Is he into it? He's into it. We have a taker. We have a best of 5. If you're just tuning in, don't go anywhere. Right after this best of 5, me and Pete, senior editor on chess.com, will play a game of Crazy House. A best of 3 match in Crazy House. Get Pete to stop talking trash. You know what? After that, let's go play rock paper scissors on Gambit. Are you down? You down, Pete? Rochambeau. Let's go play some Rochambeau. This is a Scotch, not to be confused with Irish whiskey. This is a Scotch, my friend, and he has misplayed it. Not ideal for black to lose the bishop pair like that. You don't have to spend your life addicted to chess. Dude, homeless on the streets, playing blitz chess for cash. Playing blitz chess for cash. Listen to my plan and very soon you will say, it's easy, MK. It's easy, MK. You gotta quit chess today. It's easy, MK. It's easy, MK. We're gonna go attack his king. We're gonna open up some files. It's gonna get real. It's gonna get real, real nice. Tell you what. I'm gonna tell you what. What's he doing here? How's he surviving this? What's going on, man? I'm gonna take it. Nice, gonna do it. Attack c5 and go get a little check here. There's 2 options, just to take it, a little check, or just give a little check first. Now play here first. And now bring in the noise. Bring in the noise. The noise has been brought in. The noise has been brought in. We brought in the noise. The noise has been brought in. Should I just... He's not even threatening to move the bishop, theoretically. Because I win the queen. Now I kind of assumed there would be something nasty. Actually, let's just take here. That looks pretty good. Now he takes it. Oh my gosh, what did I just do? Did I just blow it? I totally did. Just totally blundered that. But lucky for me, it might still actually be winning. Maybe. Oh wait, he's threatening checkmate. Guard it. Oh my gosh. What is going on here? I just lost this game somehow, everybody. How did I just lose this game? That is ridiculous. That is absolutely insanity what I just did. I feel terrible. Ugh? I don't even know. This is just amazing. This is amazing. I deserve to die. Oh, mouse slip. He could have just taken the rook. That was a mouse slip. Just making him mate me. Wow. Okay. Game on, buddy. I got way too fancy for that. I should have just won everything. Oh man. I got way too fancy and I got what I deserved. That tells you don't go for like some crazy win. Just execute. So I deserved what I got. Everybody, I am aware. Have your fun. Laugh it up. Danny deserved to lose that one. Danny deserved to lose that one. Frustrating. I'm going to eat my feelings for a little bit, you know? Eat my feelings. It's just ridiculous. I'm still upset about losing that game. That, my friends, is called revenge. Best served by a rook sacrifice on the b file. Let's see. Well, let's hope I win now. Uh-oh. There's no mate? There better be a mate here. Think fast. What? Where's the mate? There's not even like a win of the queen or anything. There's nothing. That is just ridiculous. What? How is he doing this? That was ridiculous. How did I not win that game more clearly? That was actually an exciting game. I think he was winning if he played bishop f6 check. Wasn't I mated instead of bishop f8? Takes f8 now that I think about it. Indeed, I think he was winning. That was fun, actually. You got to give him credit. He just went for it. Queen h6, didn't even care, right? He went honey badger on the checkmate. He was like, don't even care, man. There was no concrete threat. It's like my game with Simon the other day where I played king g7, right? From Chess Rivals. This is a Verisov. Interesting. I'll put the king on f2. Get out of the center and try to go for some gold over here on the queen side. I didn't want queen before check. That's probably why I did that. This is a little bit dangerous for me. And by a little bit, I mean a lot dangerous. Oh no, I can't do that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Do. Takes with the queen. I'm not sure which was better. Ah, maybe this was better for him. Am I getting checkmated here? I might be. It might be mate real quick here. Wow. Wow. He just crushed me. That was awesome. That guy just killed me. Well, a best of 5. A best of 5 worthy of a bullet brawl. Wouldn't have it any other way. He just Smashville me. Took me to Smashville. It was nice. Felt good. Felt real good. He just like rushed me. That was a bad chess game by this guy. I'm gonna play some solid moves now. I mean, after that little experience, right? I'm gonna tighten the ship a little bit. I'm gonna tighten things up just a tad, right? Try to maybe I'll go get the bishop pair even. Who knows? Maybe I'll care about positional things. After that little Verisov experience, that's what happens sometimes in the Verisov. Sometimes you just get rolled. And that was one of those games. I got rolled, man. Interesting. I guess I'll take the bishop. Take it and then kick it. And I think that's a pawn. I think take, kick, pawn. Take, kick, pawn. Quick, quick, slow. Quick, quick, slow. That would have been the exchange if the knight was still pinned. Take it there. I want to get e5. Kick that knight out. I still want e5. But I'll go for the b file instead. Free the back rank, I guess. Although I don't like what I did that for. I think I can go win the exchange, though. I think no matter how he takes it, I'm going to win the exchange. Still a little dangerous, right? He's still He's still getting a whole lot of compensation, maybe? Maybe not as much as I previously feared. Okay, let's not blunder away the game on f7. Oops. Or that. But too late. Already did it. Let's get that queen out of here. This has become a wild one. This has become an absolutely wild one. Am I going to win the battle against the king? I don't know that I am. So I'm going to go for this instead. Ah, that wasn't right. It's only a little bit irritating. How am I not having something better than this here? There we go. Did it. I knew there was something better than all that. I knew there was something better than all that. Wow, that was a best of 5 right there. That was some close games. I think we both played okay in that last game. Like, wasn't the worst chess ever, but okay. Before we end this brawl, although actually I just realized my kids are here, I have to take them somewhere. Hashtag awkward. All right, one game, Pete. One game. Hurry up. Come on in, guys. We're playing 3 checks. That means if you get 3 checks, you win the game. In addition to... Oh, wow. Wow, Pete just crushed me. Pete just killed me. That was awesome. Pete just killed me at 3 checks. If you don't... So I guess Pete proved my trash talk wrong. If you don't know what 3 checks is... along with Crazy House and all the other things we have here. It's an awesome game, it's regular chess, but if you check somebody 3 times, you also win. I wasn't even ready for that. Pete, have you been studying 3 checks theory? What the heck just happened there? Look at that 3 checks demolishing. He played bishop c4. I have to play e6 clearly because now I'm forced loss. It's a forced loss, no matter what I do. Pete, I salute you. We end this bullet brawl on a high note. I was able to defend my trash talk against Matt and Crazy House, but not against Pete and 3 check. He and I will have a rematch. We will get our revenge, and the rest of you will have to wait and see what happens with that because I'm currently neglecting my duties as a father, and that's not good. Peace out, everybody. Be happy.